What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm Game Day live stream. I'm your host, Howard Bender. With me, of course, Jen Piacenti. And Jen, what a week 12 it's been. We had the Thanksgiving games, or at least two out of the three. Steelers, Ravens, that got pushed to Tuesday. Maybe now.
Maybe.
There's more COVID situations going on there. The Broncos don't have a QB thanks to COVID. And I'll tell you, man, everybody is just getting crushed left and right. And it's not just, it's not just the premium players like the QBs from Denver. You're looking at a lot of stuff going on in Indianapolis. They've got at least four defensive players on the COVID list. Jonathan Taylor as well for them. So, man, how are you rolling with the punches here? Because this has got to be one of the most chaotic weeks we've had so far.
Yeah, I'm just telling myself, like, look, everybody's in the same boat I'm in. So as disgusting as some of these moves are, like everybody's dealing with the same thing. So we're all playing with a pretty even playing field because I don't really think there's anyone that's not going to be affected by this. There's too many issues this week. Everybody's going to be affected in some way, and everybody's going to have to make some move they don't want to make. But you know what? It's part of what makes it fun, keeps you engaged. And here we are, and we're going to help co-sign people's really disgusting moves so they feel a little less bad about it and they know how bad we feel about ours. I mean, for God's sakes, Howard, I picked up Kendall Hinton to start against you this week.
Right, I saw that, and I saw your grab, and I raised you one Royce Freeman.
You did,
because he's supposed to be taking snaps too. But you know what? I mean, listen, in the GST league that we're talking about here, I don't technically need it unless Gio Bernard actually doesn't play because he is still. At last I saw, he was still awaiting clearance via concussion protocol. So a whole mess there. And then how about this one here? Now, some leagues have a contingency plan in place that say you can post on the message board, I want to start Andy Isabella if Deontay Johnson doesn't go. Right. So some of those commissioners have had that in place, and mazel tov to you commissioners for being smart enough to implement that. However, now here we go. We've got Mark Andrews is now the latest casualty with COVID for the Ravens. They also Matt Judon, their linebacker. So they're still seeing some positive tests pop up here for the Ravens. And then we've got some positive tests over on the Steelers side. James Conner is out. And then just because Mother Nature was like, all this COVID stuff, y'all are trying to show me up. 1 to 3 inches of snow in the forecast throughout the day in Pittsburgh and into the night. So, I don't even know where to go with that.
I don't.
Wait. Can you say that one more time? Because I didn't hear you. That's exactly what I thought you said.
Yeah. I mean, are you playing any of your players? Like, if you don't have a substitution option, do you have any faith this game will go? Because it's really hard to sit Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool. But for me, and even Ben Roethlisberger, I have him across a lot of leagues. For me, I've decided I'm just not risking it. I just can't do it. Like, I don't want to take a 0.
If I have a worthwhile pivot, then I'll make it. But like, for example, the Kings Classic, which is an industry league, and it's a 14-teamer, there's nothing on the waiver wire whatsoever. So, I'm looking at my team over there, ironically playing Mike Clay this week, and I've got Chase Claypool in my lineup. Now, is there somebody I can put in beyond that? No. Not a damn thing, not a damn person who's in there. So I just kind of have to, if you don't have a worthwhile pivot, then you might as well just roll the dice. It's going to suck. There are going to be a lot of people this week, Jen, who are going to get knocked out of the playoffs, or at least lose some seeding, whether it's losing a bye week or whether or not you actually, end up getting knocked down from like the second or third week seed to the fourth or the fifth. So it's definitely a problem.
It's definitely a problem.
Well,
yes.
FA Nation, we're going to try and carry you through this. By all means, load us up with questions here for week 12. We're on Periscope / Twitter. We're on Facebook. We are on YouTube as well. If we don't get to your questions here today, which I think we probably should be able to, but fantasyalarm.com/chat. You can go and get your questions answered there. Playbook example lineups are coming right after this live stream. Those are looking pretty good. There's a lot of value on the slate. There's a lot of
it's stars and scrubs week, guys. It's stars and scrubs week.
It really is. Well, because here's the thing, Jen. It's like the question is do you Dalvin Cook or do you not Dalvin Cook? He's super pricey. He's going up against Carolina, who has a terrible run defense.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to look at that and say, in cash games at least, if I don't have myself some Dalvin Cook,
right?
I run the risk. I mean, I love matchups for Derrick Henry and matchups for Nick Chubb, but even those guys are still priced up, so you do need to mine for some value. How are you feeling about just a couple of names here that I know a lot of people are looking at from the running back position? Brian Hill from Atlanta.
I feel okay about it. I don't feel great about it. Maybe if you say, if you need it to afford Dalvin Cook, but, you can still get Wayne Gallman at a pretty good price. I prefer Wayne Gallman there. There's a few. I kind of like Nyheim Hines. He's not super inexpensive, but yeah, I mean, no Jonathan Taylor. So thank God we at least only have to pick between two. We know Nyheim Hines is the pass catching back, and he was very, very successful versus Tennessee last time, 2-touchdown game. So I really like Nyheim Hines. I think he's affordable. And Brian Hill, he's the cheapest, I think. But I don't know that we've died on Brian Hill before. Remember last year? I mean, I just, temper expectations.
I would definitely temper expectations. I like looking at him in a cash lineup, strictly because the matchup is favorable against the Raiders. They don't have a very good run defense. But when you're playing in cash games, you know everybody else is going to do it. So whether he hits or he misses almost becomes irrelevant because everybody's using him. If his ownership percentages are 60, 65, 70% even. Then you're looking at the possibility of just, staying, keeping up with traffic, basically.
Right.
And that allows you to get Dalvin Cook in there. I've got a couple of lineups, some interesting things working around, which I'll show in the examples, but Nyheim Hines, Brian Hill, Wayne Gallman, all in there. Moving
Kareem
around.
Kareem Hunt is still very affordable.
Hunt's an option. James White also. John and Pemba added him to the dartboard.
I've had questions about Matt Breida. I don't feel like going there yet because I haven't seen the Finns use him enough. We don't know what's going on there. And actually the Jets' run defense is okay. But you could, if you really, really wanted to throw a dart, Matt Breida.
Matt Breida is a possibility. We don't know his usage. How about this one here? Malcolm Perry. I threw him into the dartboard yesterday. And here's a guy who he qualifies at running back on both sites, both DraftKings and FanDuel. He's listed on the Dolphins depth chart as a wide receiver, but the Finns have lined him up in the backfield as well. And let's see, he saw one target when Tua was the under center. When Fitzpatrick took over, he saw a 22.2% target share for the rest of that game. So all of a sudden it was like, ooh, Malcolm Perry, I mean, that's as good to me. It's as good a dart throw as any when you're looking at Matt Breida.
And, the other thing, guys, is there are so many inexpensive wide receivers. So you don't have to think about changing your budget or allocating your budget just within running backs. You could get someone like James Robinson and a Dalvin Cook if you're really willing to pay down for an Andy Isabella or a Gabriel Davis.
Yeah.
You could go really there too. So, and I think both those guys are set up really well this week. DeAndre Hopkins is going to be shadowed by Stephon Gilmore. It could be an Andy Isabella week, just randomly. Gabriel Davis plays pretty much all the snaps when John Brown is out. We expect that to be a bit of a shootout over there. So lots of options. Don't always feel like it has to be. You can also really pay down at tight end to save money. Tyler Eifert, Kyle Rudolph. I mean, tight end is gross anyway. So unless you're paying for Darren Waller or Travis Kelce, don't get any of those middle guys. Just go all the way down and throw the dart and save yourself some money and put it back in the Dalvin Cook basket.
Let me read you something actually that John Mpemba had sent to me yesterday, because I also threw Olabisi Johnson into the dartboard as well, because he's gonna end up taking snaps opposite Jefferson. So
love Jefferson.
Yeah, oh, me too. But how about this one here? Because you mentioned Kyle Rudolph. Adam Thielen has a 48% target share inside the red zone this season. Irv Smith had a 22% target share in the red zone. Neither are playing, so 70% of the Vikings' red zone target share is not playing in this game. So they're either just going to run it a ton, or someone else is getting the looks, and that 6'6", 260-pound tight end named Kyle Rudolph seems like a good guy to target in the end zone.
Absolutely. He's cheap.
I did a Chief stack, right? Mm-hmm. So I got a little crazy with Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. Right? In my flex, I'm using Kyle Rudolph at 2,800 on that. So that way it kind of freed up a few other things that I could do. It helped open things up. I think I got, Nick Chubb in there. I think I had to go Brian Hill as well, but it enabled me to get some better guys in there. It allowed me to get that, Mike Evans / Chris Godwin coming back against the Chiefs, which is something I prefer. So there it is, guys. That's the layout of the landscape here in week 12. It is ugly. But we persevere. We do. We at least try to. So
part of what makes it fun, guys, think of this as part of the challenge and what makes you an even better fantasy player. And that's why you have Fantasy Alarm. That's why you have us on your side. And why you're going to tell everybody that they also need to get the $97 Black Friday special, which is only going for one more day. $97, no more payments through 2022. All the sports, all the advice, all the special tools, all of these secret DFS plays, all of that, $97, you're going to win it back in 1 week.
There you go. Beautiful. Let's get to some of the questions here. Again, we are on Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook. You guys, all sorts of social media. Let's get to it. Start off, half-point PPR. Miles Sanders or Chris Carson. They're going up against each other on Monday nights. Chris Carson's first game back. What do you think?
I think you have to go Sanders here. We know he's going to play. Chris Carson could be limited in sharing with Carlos Hyde. I love Chris Carson, and I'm going to start him if he goes. But if I had the choice between he and Miles Sanders, I'd have to go Sanders.
All right. Full point PPR. Need one out of these. Jordan Wilkins, Chase Edmonds, or Benny Snell.
You can't. I don't trust Benny Snell's game is going to play. I'm going to go Jordan Wilkins.
All right. Yeah, again, I'm not 100% sure that this Steelers game is going to go either, but Lord knows they'll try it. So if you wanted to take the risk, if you want to risk a zero, go for Snell, because he's definitely your better of the three options here. But if you can't afford to take that zero, there you go. Wilkins. Was that Wilkins you said?
Wilkins. I said Wilkins.
Wilkins it is. All right. Need one running back and a flex here in a half-point PPR. Miles Sanders, James Robinson, Austin Eckler, who makes his return, Chris Carson, Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson and Robinson.
Flex, 1 point PPR, Beasley, Juju, or Kenyon Drake.
If you can stand to wait for Juju, fine, but I would go with Beasley.
Got a case of the Beasles. No doubt about it. Wayne Gallman or Brian Hill?
Wayne Gallman, no question.
Agreed. Deontay Johnson or Wayne Gallman?
Oh, I think you have to go Wayne Gallman here.
Yeah, I'll take the bird in the hand right here because I know he's playing and I know he's going up against Cincy. Need two in a PPR. Wayne Gallman, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Brian Hill, Jordan Wilkins.
Wayne Gallman and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, agreed. Fitzpatrick or Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill.
Flex PPR, Juju or Geo?
Juju, if you can wait. Otherwise, Geo. I mean, this is just a matter. Okay, so when you come to questions like this, I can't tell you whether you should wait or not. I can't tell you what your rules are, because if your commissioner says you can do a thing like, say, I start Juju, and if he doesn't go Geo, then that's what you should do. But I can't tell you that. So I'm going to tell you to take the bird in the hand now, and that means it's Geo.
Agreed. Here we go. I need 3 out of these. Kamara, Sanders, Chris Carson, Nyheim Hines.
Hines, Carson, Kamara.
You're doing Carson over Sanders this time? Ah.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Miles Sanders. All right. So Kamara, Miles Sanders, and Nyheim Hines.
Yes.
That's the way to go. Hayden Hurst or Robert Tonyan?
Hayden Hurst.
Gronk or Goddard?
Gronk.
I'm going to go Goddard in this one here.
It's just a tough
matchup
Seattle
secondary.
For tight ends. It is, but they've been good against tight ends. They've been really stingy versus tight ends, because I was looking at that too, thinking it should be a smash spot for Goddard. That being said, Goddard seems to be the preferred target over there, so it may not matter. It may not be really comparable, you know.
I hear you. Gesicki or Rudolph?
I think I'm going to go Rudolph.
Me too. All day. Absolutely. You know Fitz loves throwing to Devontae Parker, right? I mean, how much is Gesicki going to get as far as work goes? You know that Kyle Rudolph is a red zone target over there in Minnesota against a much lamer defense. Well, no, I wouldn't say a much lamer defense, because he is going up against the Jets, isn't he?
Yeah.
A-Rob or Eckler?
A-Rob.
I'm guessing this is Josh Allen versus Justin Sherbert.
I mean, dart throw. Justin Herbert.
And I'm going to go Josh Allen.
Okay.
Figured coming off the bye week, right? Didn't have to travel. He's been sitting at home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go there. Let's see. Looking to replace Zeke for the rest of the season. Full point PPR, Montgomery, Gallman, or Gaskin?
Gallman.
There you go. With Julio out, you like Michael Pittman, Sterling Shepard, or Tyler Boyd?
I like Michael Pittman and Sterling Shepard. I would go Pittman.
All right. Brian Hill, Jordan Wilkins, Gus Edwards, or Michael Pittman for the flex non-PPR?
Oh, I would still go Michael Pittman.
Okay. Yeah, I'm toss up between him and Hill for me. I usually like to go with the running backs just because I know they're going to get the touches, but it is Atlanta, and that's always a concern. I do love Michael Pittman. I do. So, did you just give me the? You did. Look at that. I just saw it in the reflection. You went like this. You were like scratching an itch like that. Like,
good luck
wow.
with pressure. Okay, pressure.
I'm sorry, Jen. I'm sorry we're playing each other this week. Excuse me.
You came out really, really fighting with that Marvin Jones.
Oh, I got something in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right, let's see. Need 2 flexes here at a half-point PPR. Curtis Samuel, Damian Harris, Benny Snell, Melvin Gordon, Gio Bernard.
Curtis Samuel and Gio. Sorry, give them to me one more time.
Curtis Samuel, Damian Harris, Benny Snell, Melvin Gordon, Gio Bernard.
Melvin Gordon and Curtis Samuel.
There you go. Flex PPR need 2. Sterling Shepard, Travis Fulgham, Brian Hill, Leonard Fournette, or T. Higgins.
Shepard and Hill.
Shepard and Hill, I agree. Brady or Fitzpatrick?
I'm going to go Brady.
Me too. Let's see. Gus Edwards, Benny Snell, or Darrell Henderson?
I want to say Gus Edwards here. That's who I want to play of these three because he's had success versus Pittsburgh in the past, even when he was splitting with J.K. Dobbins, and he seems to be the only guy in the backfield. But again, this is a situation where both Snell and Gus Edwards, you have to be willing to take a 0 on Tuesday, and in that case, you have to start Darrell Henderson.
There it is. Jacoby Myers, Christian Kirk, or Nelson Aguilar?
That's tricky. I'm going to go Kirk, but Aguilar is a close second.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Aguilar here. I love this matchup for him. He gets those deep touchdowns. I feel like this is a weekend where you need that boomer bust mentality. All right, answered that one already. Teddy Bridgewater or Daniel Jones? Revenge game narrative for Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, I like Teddy this week. I like him, but I'm going Daniel Jones.
Going up against that soft Cincinnati team. Mm-hmm. That's like, we just want to give up. Need one for the flex here. Chase Edmonds, Nyheim Hines, David Montgomery, Gus Edwards.
I'm rolling out Hines.
Me too.
I have him.
Me too. Jared Goff or Kirk Cousins?
Cousins.
Two running backs and a flex here. Damian Harris, Jordan Wilkins, Benny Snell, Latavius Murray, Deontay Johnson, and Darius Slayton. So here we are again.
Okay, so Harris. Who was the first one you read?
Jordan Wilkins.
I guess you have to go Harrison Wilkins because I can't tell you to go Snell. I would love to tell you to go Snell, but this is your decision, whether you can handle waiting or not. It would be Snell and Harris, but it's probably going to be Wilkins and Harris is what I'm telling you I would do, and then I would go Slayton.
And Slayton for the flex. I'd rather go Deontay Johnson personally, but Darius Slayton is the bird in the hand.
Right.
We just don't know. Again, people, just so that we can reset here, it's all about, listen, all of these questions with Pittsburgh Steelers and with, Baltimore Ravens, it comes down to what kind of risk you want to incur. We'll tell you who the better player is, based on the question. But if you don't have a contingency plan in place, if this game on Tuesday doesn't happen, this is, it's all about whether or not you want to take a 0. So can't help you with that. That's your decision. Justin Herbert or Matt Ryan?
Justin Herbert.
Agreed. All right, more of the same here. Louis Oswald, baby, I hear you. You got all these guys here. I'll just whip through this one. It's Wilkins, Harris, Balaj, who's actually not supposed to play, Snell and Edwards, Deontay Johnson, Allen Lazard. Needs a running back and a flex.
I want to say Harris and Deontay Johnson.
Exactly.
But, again.
Right.
Can we have like a repeat button or something so we can just like press it?
I wish. So yeah, I would just end up with Harris and Lazard. Would be who I would start here because I can't get away with Deontay Johnson, or I don't know if I can or not. Jonnu Smith or Austin Hooper?
Hooper.
Gio Bernard. You need 2 of these. Two and a flex. So 3 of these. Gio Bernard, Frank Gore, Darrell Henderson, Brian Hill, or James White?
Bernard, Hill, and White.
Bernard, Hill, and White. Godwin, Claypool, Pittman, and half-point PPR.
How many?
Just one.
Godwin.
I'll do Godwin also. Yep. Chris Carson versus Kareem Hunt. Standard league, not PPR.
I'm still going to go Kareem Hunt. We just don't know what's up with Chris Carson. He may play, but it may be limited. He may leave early. I love Chris Carson. I have in a lot of places. But if I also had Kareem Hunt, I would play Kareem Hunt.
All right. Tyler Boyd or Jacoby Myers?
Jacoby Myers.
Austin Hooper, Jared Cook, or Jordan Reed?
Austin Hooper.
Nyheim Hines or Mike Davis?
Ooh. I think you got to go Mike Davis.
I think so, too. I do. Brian Hill or David Montgomery?
Yeah, go Monty.
Oh, look at this. Kendall Hinton is active as a wide receiver in Yahoo leagues. Do you play him over Deontay Johnson?
Yeah, if you don't want to take a zero, if you don't have a plan, then yeah, I guess you have to. But no, not in a real world, not in any kind of real world.
Right. It depends on your risk.
Yeah.
Need a replacement for Fant, Reed, or Rudolph?
Do Rudolph. I like Reed too, though.
Oh, yeah. All right. So Jeremy's written this out again here. So it's Hinton versus T. Higgins or Deontay Johnson.
I would go T. Higgins still.
Yeah, if you can't afford to wait for that Pittsburgh game, that's what it is. Chase Edmonds or Zach Moss?
Edmonds.
Austin Eckler or Brian Hill?
Is it a PPR, then Eckler? If it's a standard league, I'd go Hill.
All righty. Eggnog, take it or leave it?
Take it. Put a little whiskey in there. Oh, yeah.
Even without the whiskey. I want to bathe in eggnog.
Yeah, eggnog.
So good.
Start.
All right. Chase Edmonds or Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson.
Agreed. Ann's in the house here. Morning, Howard and Jen. I don't know Ponch, but I'm with him on the day drinking with all the ins and outs this week. So bottoms up. Love that. And then Ponch says good morning right afterwards. So they're wasted right now, and let's see if we can find some questions. Need one tight end. Hayden Hurst, Evan Engram, or Jonnu Smith?
Wow, those are actually decent options. I'm going Hayden Hurst today with no Julio.
Is Julio definitely out?
That's what I thought I heard.
Ooh.
Producer Matt, can you whisper in our ear?
He is
not expected to play, I guess, is the best.
We'll have inactives in about a minute and a half. So here we go. And
yes, see. I did pick up Russell Gage lots of places.
Good job. Need two of these wide receivers in a PPR. Landry, Fulgham, Jacoby Myers, Emmanuel Sanders, Keelan Cole.
Keelan Cole and Jacoby Myers. It's gross. It's disgusting. But yeah, I want to say Fulgham. I really think it could be a Fulgham week, but I feel bad saying it and him putting up another, goose egg for you. But I have a feeling he could surprise us.
I actually like Landry a little bit here. I think that the Browns are going to run heavily against Jacksonville, but it's just going to kind of open it up. Like week 2, week 3, they gave Baker that like confidence boosting game. They had it well in hand. The ground game was working. The play action opened up. So I'd actually go Landry and Jacoby Myers, but I like the Keelan Cole nod there as well.
Keelan Cole, there's no Chris Conley, there's no DJ Chark. So Tyler Eifert and Keelan Cole, I feel like, especially in DFS, might be good plays.
Yeah, no Denzel Ward for Cleveland in the secondary also. Jordan Reed or Kyle Rudolph in a PPR?
Kyle Rudolph.
PPR, please rank the following: David Montgomery, Christian Kirk, Alan Lazard, Tyler Lockett.
Lockett, Kirk, Montgomery, Lazard.
There you go. Ridley or Michael Thomas, PPR?
Ridley.
All right. Goff or Tannehill?
Tannehill.
Josh Allen or Taysom Hill?
Josh Allen.
Robert Tonyan or Austin Hooper?
Hooper.
There you go. Pick 2, PPR. Cole Beasley, Raheem Mostert, Jordan Wilkins, Benny Snell.
Mostert and Beasley.
Tyler Boyd, Jalen Reagor, Michael Pittman.
Pittman.
Yeah. Ray, I don't think Thielen's playing today. I don't think he's allowed to.
I don't think so either. I wish he were. I have
Yeah.
entire teams named after Adam Thielen.
Pick one QB: Taysom Hill, Matt Ryan, or Cam Newton.
I'm going Matt Ryan.
All right. Please rank in a PPR: Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, Jarvis Landry.
Beasley, Landry, Sanders.
Agreed. Would you sit any of these guys for Beasley in a PPR? Claypool or Pittman? Yeah, I would.
No.
I mean,
Claypool because he's not playing. Maybe.
well, we don't know what's going on there. So, yeah, I would put Beasley in there.
Yeah. But if you feel okay waiting, then the better player is Claypool.
Agreed. Half-point PPR: Sterling Shepard or Mike Evans?
Ooh, that's actually tricky. I'm going to go Mike Evans.
Okay. Would you start Sterling Shepard instead of waiting on Deontay Johnson?
I would.
There you go. Good
matchup for Shepard this week. He's another good play in DFS slates. I think he made my bargains video. Cincinnati secondary, not so great.
Not good at all. Yes, and you have to sit all Denver wide receivers. Need one in a PPR: Tim Patrick, Brashad Perriman, Jakeem Grant, Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow.
Need two in a flex in a PPR. It's tight end premium. Darrell Henderson, Melvin Gordon, Emmanuel Sanders, Hunter Renfrow, Jonnu Smith.
Melvin Gordon.
And one more.
Oh, I need two?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I forgot everything now already. I already emptied my
Henderson, Manny Sanders, Renfrow, Jonnu Smith, tight end premium.
Renfrow and Jonnu Smith.
So where do you rank Melvin Gordon in all of that, Jen?
Did I already say Melvin Gordon?
You did.
Okay, so Melvin Gordon and Hunter Renfrow.
Okay, there we go. All right.
I like Melvin Gordon this week.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
I can't remember from question to question.
She's been shook by all the COVID stuff.
Melvin Gordon is definitely the answer. I like Melvin Gordon. They have no quarterback. What else are they going to do? And he catches passes, so maybe he can take short dump-off passes. And then Hunter Renfrow, Derek Carr, great matchup with the Atlanta Falcons, who've given up the third most points to opposing wide receivers, the most points to quarterbacks, and the most points to tight ends. Jonnu Smith was my answer when I didn't remember that Melvin Gordon was part of the choices. Sorry.
That was Anne's question, so, you can take it up with her.
So Anne, she did. She picked up Derek Carr. We're facing each other this week. I probably have no shot in this league anyway. I'm without Adam Thielen. I'm without the whole business. And I have Big Ben. And I realized later I should have picked up Derek Carr and then answered her question. Should have done it, but I didn't.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, so I think I've got to roll with Jared Goff now. Rather have Derek Carr.
Me too. Half-point PPR: Mike Davis or Kareem Hunt?
Mike Davis.
Me too. With Julio Jones out, should I start Gio Bernard or Mike Davis?
Mike Davis.
Mike Davis. Need two in a PPR: Crowder, Deebo Samuel, Cole Beasley, Russell Gage, or Laviska Shenault.
Okay. I actually like Crowder this week.
Me too.
And Cole Beasley. That was one of the options, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Jonnu Smith or Dallas Goddard?
Dallas Goddard.
All right. Need two for a flex, full PPR, tight end premium. Montgomery, Gio Bernard, Michael Pittman, Mike Williams, Hunter Renfrow, Austin Hooper.
Ooh. Pittman and Williams.
Agreed. Mostert or Hunt?
Mostert if he goes.
Keelan Cole, Laviska Shenault, or Gabriel Davis?
Cole.
Need one in a PPR: Miles Sanders, James White, or Wilkins?
Miles Sanders.
Nyheim Hines or Austin Eckler in a full point PPR?
God. I'm going Hines.
Hines.
I just don't
Eckler,
trust Eckler's really going to be all the way back. I love
right.
Austin Eckler. Eckler's the better player. I just don't know what that division of labor is going to be. And by the way, what is your interest level in Troy Pope this week?
I would say it's kind of on the minimal side with Eckler back. I mean, I think Eckler will get, work and he'll get touches. Here's the interesting thing. This game has a lot of potential of becoming a shootout. Josh Allen versus Justin Herbert. I mean, these are, two high-profile quarterbacks. The offenses are really cooking. One of the things that we did see early on in the season was that Justin Herbert is not a big check down guy. So all of a sudden, Austin Eckler, before he got hurt, was also losing value. So just something to keep in mind if you guys are all locking in on Austin Eckler for his big hallowed return. Like, it's funny. Carson's coming back. Eckler's coming back. Mostert's coming back. You've got all these people who are just, all in on these guys. And the question is, I mean, do you really push in on all of them, or do you have to hold back for better options? And I think that it's a case by case basis, but better options are tend to be the way I would lean. I mean, if you don't have any other options, then that's it. Like, here you go: Sterling Shepard or Austin Eckler.
Sterling Shepard.
Gio Bernard or Austin Eckler.
Here I would go Eckler.
Agreed. Robbie Anderson or Michael Pittman?
Okay. I think it's Robbie Anderson week.
I do too.
I do. I think it's Robbie Anderson, but I love Michael Pittman. And actually, Robbie Anderson and Michael Pittman were Jerry and I's picks of the week for our FanDuel competition. But I think it's Robbie Anderson week.
Robbie Anderson. And I like that it's Robbie Anderson week to you because I agree. A.J. Brown or Michael Pittman?
A.J. Brown.
Nyheim Hines or Wayne Gallman?
Wayne Gallman.
Nelson Aguilar, Sterling Shepard, Robbie Anderson?
Robbie Anderson.
Edmonds or Jefferson?
Jefferson.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have Jefferson. Yeah. I mean, only in DFS. I wish I had him in my seasonal, but hello. No Adam Thielen? Come on.
Curtis Samuel or Michael Pittman?
Oh, Michael Pittman. Ooh. That's tricky, though. That's a good one.
Keelan Cole or Tyler Boyd?
Keelan Cole.
Tyler Boyd or Sterling Shepard?
Sterling Shepard. See, I'm good with the two when I only have to choose between two.
This is apparently a must-win week for Greg. Greg, it's always a must-win week for everybody at this point. Let's see. He's got Pittman and Rieger in, but he's also got Drake and Higgins as options. So pick two out of those four: Pittman, Rieger, Drake, and Higgins.
I'd probably go Pittman and Drake.
I would too. Not knowing Carson's usage, would you play T. Higgins over him in a PPR flex? Not with Brandon Allen under center.
No.
Nuh-uh. Need one PPR. Frank Gore, Devin Singletary, Rashad Perriman, or Jakeem Grant?
Frank Gore.
Yeah, right.
Sorry about it. Sorry.
Jordan Wilkins, Devin Singletary, Latavius Murray, or Frank Gore?
I might go Wilkins here.
Wilkins. Need a flex, full point PPR. Evan Engram, Brian Hill, Tyler Boyd, or Jalen Rieger?
Brian Hill.
Agreed. Gallman or Mostert?
Gallman.
There you go. Let's see. Do we have our inactives yet? Let me have a look. See. Yep. All right. So for the Chargers, there you go. Chargers, Bills. Casey Hayward is out. Kalen Ballage is out.
Ooh.
Tyler Kroft is out for the Bills. Browns, Jags, Denzel Ward is out. For the Jags, DJ Chark, Chris Conley, both out for this one here. Guys, you can find all of these right now over at fantasyalarm.com /NFL/inactives so that you can get them. I'm just highlighting the ones for fantasy here right now. Titans, Colts, you got Adam Humphries who's out. On the Colts side, like I said before, you had you got a lot of guys who are out. They're not necessarily inactive, but they are COVID bound. So be careful. We need to fix that. Let me talk to Matt Sells. Reporting to Matt Sells, we might have to put some of these COVID guys or the Colts on the inactives list so nobody starts them by mistake. Giants, Bengals. Let's see. Nobody for the Giants, nobody for the Bengals that we're really worried about, which means that Gio Bernard is active for today. Yeah. Oh. Gross. For the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, Salvan Ahmed, both out for this game. On the Jets side.
Go Fitz.
Go Fitz. Nobody on the Jets side. For the Raiders, Clelin Ferrell is still out. Jalen Richard is out. On the Falcons side, Julio Jones and Todd Gurley officially inactive. Panthers, Vikings. Panthers have Christian McCaffrey officially inactive. We knew about that, though, but, just so everybody has it. On the Viking side, Irv Smith officially inactive.
No Adam Thielen?
He's on that COVID list, so,
okay.
I don't think he's playing. I can go and kind of just look it up real quick.
I'm assuming he's still on the COVID list.
Right. Well, see, and there you go. Like, I've got all the things. We've got the COVID blog going there. Here you go. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN reports that Adam Thielen is not expected to play in Week 12. So that's the last I've seen. You guys will have to just kind of. There you go. Placed on the COVID list on the 23rd of November. Cardinals, nobody that we were worried about. Patriots, nobody that we were worried about. So there you go. Those are the inactives for the early games. Here we go.
So Julio Jones officially out, everyone. That bumps up Hayden Hurst for me a bit. It definitely makes Calvin Ridley a must start. And also an outside chance for Russell Gage to get some action.
Yep. Agreed. All right, let's see. Going through. Got that one. Got that question. Got that one. Ronald Jones or Gio?
Gio.
Feelings on Jalen Hurts as a speculative ad. There's been talk that Hurts has been working with the ones over for the Eagles, and Carson Wentz could be put on the bench if they don't put up points against the Seahawks on Monday.
Yeah, I have no thoughts about this. It doesn't matter. If you have a crap O-line, no quarterback is going to be any good, and it's not someone you can count on. So, no, at this point in the season, there's no time for Jalen Hurts to suddenly be a hero.
There you go. Hunter Henry or Evan Engram?
Hunter Henry by a hair. Like them both.
Pick 2. Michael Pittman, Gio Bernard, Nelson Aguilar, T. Higgins.
Pittman and Aguilar.
Gio or Gallman?
Gallman.
Edmonds or Latavius Murray?
Edmonds.
Pick 1. Corey Davis, Devontae Parker, Christian Kirk, James White.
Ooh, those are good. Is this a PPR? I'm assuming.
It is.
Okay, I'm going to go Corey Davis.
Really?
Over Parker, I know.
I'm going to go Devontae Parker against my Jets.
Okay. I'm just going PPR. He just gets a lot of targets, and that's a point every time he catches it. He had a good game last time versus Indianapolis. He didn't get into the end zone. So yeah, if you're chasing touchdowns, Parker's the way. But even at the beginning of this season, Parker doesn't get a lot of volume, but he will probably get in the end zone.
All right. Need 2. David Montgomery, Brian Hill, Jordan Wilkins.
Montgomery and Hill.
Brian Hill or Darius Slayton? PPR.
I'm going to go with Darius Slayton.
Mike Williams or Cole Beasley?
I'm going to go Mike Williams.
Okay. Brian Hill or Darius Slayton? We got that one already. Edmonds or Lat Murray?
Edmonds.
Kendall Hinton or Michael Pittman?
Michael Pittman.
Full point PPR, Keelan Cole, Leonard Fournette, or Josh Reynolds?
Keelan Cole.
Kyle Rudolph or Austin Hooper?
Austin Hooper.
Big Ben or Fitzpatrick?
You got to go Fitz.
Gotta go Fitz. It's what we do. Let's see. Going through some more questions here. Brashad Perriman or Keelan Cole?
Keelan Cole. Brashad Perriman is better with Joe Flacco. And if Sam Darnold is there, I don't really think Brashad Perriman is going to be really anything. Mims has a chance, but Perriman, I don't think you can trust at all.
I agree. Devontae Parker or DJ Moore?
Oh, I'd go Devontae Parker.
Chris Carson or Mike Davis?
Mike Davis.
Wayne Gallman or Brian Hill?
Wayne Gallman.
Wentz, Taysom Hill, Derek Carr, or Big Ben?
Derek Carr, baby.
In a full point PPR, Darius Slayton or Alan Lazard?
Darius Slayton.
What about or Nelson Aguilar?
Ooh, Nelson Aguilar.
Over both. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Prop bet questions here. Mike Williams, over 3.5 receptions? Over or under?
Yes. Over.
Derrick Henry, 83.5 rushing yards. Over or under?
Ooh. Under.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No faith in Henry, huh?
I have faith in Henry, but I think he could just do, 80 yards and a touchdown. I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
Indianapolis run defense is pretty good. I mean,
but they're all got the COVID. Time? They're all hurt, and he had 103 yards last time. Oh.
Okay, take the over.
Oh, he's so malleable, Jen.
I have him versus you, so I hope it's the over.
Yeah, that's why I hedged and put him into a GPP lineup. Robert Tonyan or Hayden Hurst?
Hayden Hurst.
Would you be replacing Big Ben this morning for season long? Depends on your options, but probably.
Yes, I would.
All right, here we go. He's looking for upside. Montgomery, Kendall Hinton, or Jordan Wilkins?
Well, when you're talking about upside, you have to remove the words David Montgomery. They cannot exist in the same sentence. So I'm going to say Kendall Hinton if you want to just make a home run shot and say, here we go.
All right. Hope to get those QB points in the wide receiver spot. There it is. Fitz or Teddy Bridgewater?
Fitz.
Agreed. Landry, Rieger, or Gus Edwards? Full PPR.
I want to say Gus Edwards, but I can't tell you that. So I'm going to say Rieger. I know you like Landry. I don't.
That's fine.
Rieger.
That's fine with me.
Howard says Landry.
With the uncertainty of the Pittsburgh game, should I replace Big Ben with Daniel Jones or Fitzpatrick?
I would go Fitz.
All right. Brady or Carr?
Oh man, that's hard. I'm gonna go Carr, but Brady could be sneaky good this week.
Yeah, he could. I think that Tampa Bay Kansas City game really gets,
Could be.
big heavy back and forth, slapping each other around. Sterling Shepard or Mike Evans, PPR.
Mike Evans.
With swap outs allowed, would you play Pittsburgh defense over Green Bay?
Yes.
Sure. Right. RG3 throwing to who? I think David Duvernay. Matt Ryan or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Matt Ryan.
I think I'm doing one of those Wheel of Fortune before and after posts.
Before and afters.
Right.
Matt Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Landry or Mike Williams?
Mike Williams.
Daniel Jones or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Fitz.
Ride with Noah Fant or plug in Mo Alley Cox?
Ride with Noah Fant.
All right. They got to chuck it to a tight end there, don't they? You think they do. We hope they do. Jacoby Myers or Brian Hill?
Jacoby Myers.
Pick two out of these for a PPR. Pittman, Aguilar, Chase Edmonds, or Gio Bernard?
Pittman and Aguilar. Just go for it.
Do it up. Do it. Myers or Aguilar or Christian Kirk?
Kirk.
There you go. Look at that. I think we got all the questions answered here. How about that? Oh, what % chance do you give Pittsburgh Ravens game to play this week?
30.
I mean, I don't know. Good luck with that, people. He's got Pittsburgh is the only defense on his roster. That's what he's saying. So you know what? I mean, if you want to risk taking the 0, then stay with Pittsburgh. And if it plays, it plays. It can't give you a percentage. We don't know. We don't know.
Where do you? It's a defense. Just pick up somebody else. See what you can do to pick up somebody else. How many points are you holding out for? Just pick up somebody else.
I mean, listen, I like the Pittsburgh defense at home.
Sure.
So, I mean, if there are no other viable defenses on your waiver wire, if you're looking at them and it's I could go with the Jets, I could go with the Panthers, right?
Well, can you win
garbage
without a defense?
Are you gonna improve yourself that much over a 0? Then if you take that shot with Pittsburgh, so I'll take that shot with Pittsburgh, right? RG3 sucks.
I would try to figure out how much do you need a defense? Because what is your point from how many points do we usually get from a defense? Unless it's, randomly a fantastically great game for the Colts or the Saints, which happen once in a while, you're getting 6 points. 6 points. So do you need 6 points or do you not need 6 points? If you don't need 6 points, you may as well hold out for Pittsburgh.
There you go. Well, there you have it, guys. If we did not get to your question at all, I don't really know how we would have missed it. But if we didn't get to it, then go over to fantasyalarm.com/chat. They're all there in the chat room for the next 60 minutes as well, giving you all the answers to your questions. Oh, here's another one. Look at that. James White or Chase Edmonds? Somebody snuck that in.
James White.
Devontae Parker over Hunt or Justin Jefferson?
No.
I agree. So, all right. Well, DK Saints a free square. Yeah, listen, here's the thing. Yeah, the Saints are a cheap defense, or they're not a cheap defense. That's the problem. Cheap. You look at the defense. Let me go to the playbook here real quick over at Fantasy Alarm. I think
they're the third most expensive.
They're definitely that expensive over on, and here's the thing. See, here's the thing. They're definitely more expensive on FanDuel, but I'll say this. You've got Hinton and you've got maybe Royce Freeman, right? So these are the guys who are your options at quarterback for Denver. If you don't think that Denver is going to just run the ball ridiculously heavily, and probably, do some short, quick routes, for, you know, moving the chains here and there. I think it can actually limit the number of turnovers. Like, I don't see Denver in this situation taking big shots downfield, against the Saints. I think that they are more in the, listen, we will try to run the ball. It's like watching, like, if you've ever watched Army or Navy play in college, they run the option over and over again. And that's it. Like, they only run the ball. They barely pass. So that's what you're looking for in Denver right now. So that's going to limit the turnover potential. Could the Saints hold them off the scoreboard? Sure. Absolutely. But I'm not looking at this as being like this is going to be some smash spot where they're going to have, 2 pick sixes for touchdowns or anything like that. I feel like Denver, because I've seen it with Fangio and Pat Shurmur, that they will kind of go a little bit more conservative, right? Give me all the shares of Brandon McManus today.
Yeah, and like I said, Melvin Gordon was someone I wasn't thinking of as a start until yesterday. And now I think Melvin Gordon is a start. Philip Lindsay as well.
Yeah. Indeed, that's what they're going to do. They're going to have to run the ball. So, all right. Well, best of luck to all of you. Really appreciate you tuning in here to the Game Day live stream. Big thanks to Matt Sells, our producer extraordinaire, for always doing such a great job with the nice little whispers into the ear. Best of luck to you in all your contests and all your games. We're out of here. For Jen Piacenti, I'm Howard Bender. We'll